Okay, so this video was meant to go up yesterday, but life gets in the way. You know how that goes, right? Well, some of you do. So let's cut to the chase. I've played a ton of Days Gone, and with review scores from as low as 1 out of 10 to as high as 9 out of 10, I think it's probably safe to say Sony first-party Bend Studios' Days Gone is certainly polarizing. But are all those pre-day one patch low review scores justified? Is this simply an average game, or did too many reviewers jump the proverbial Days Gone gun in a rush to get their reviews out? Stay with us for the truth and nothing but. Hey, how's it going? It's Tuesday, April 27. Welcome back to Foxy Games UK. I'm Fox, your reliable source of aggregated video game news, speculation, and rampant rumour. So the following is in no way a review, just my experience with Days Gone after around 10 to 12 hours of playtime, and a bunch of you have asked for my opinion regarding Days Gone and whether I can recommend it. Now, by the end of this video, you will know if this game is worth your time and money, because I will not betray your trust. Watch this video until the end for some spoiler-free snippets of commentary-free gameplay. In fact, there are no spoilers in the footage whatsoever. So the game kicks off during an atypical apocalyptic event, quite reminiscent of the beginning of The Last of Us Remastered. You know, the usual tropes: panic, confusion, chaos, as hordes of zombie types run amok of the local town. Now, protagonist Deacon St. John is separated from his wife during the evacuation and then sets off on a journey of loyalty, reflection, self-preservation, and freaker slaying, all in the name of survival in an expansive open world game. So that's the background. Now, I had a pretty rough start with Days Gone, so my experience with this game has come full circle, and I'm afraid I have to admit I made a huge schoolboy error, and I really should know better, but sometimes too many opinions can be like a vacuum that just sucks you in. So I'll start this by saying, do not pay too much credence to reviewers. I don't care how trustworthy you think they are. Nobody knows how much they'll like a game more than you do. Now, I nearly made that mistake with Days Gone. I must have viewed more than 10 reviews of Days Gone, and by the end of all of these reviews I was no better off than when I started. Forget Metacritic 2, that cannot totally determine what a good, average, or even bad game is. You see, it's really a matter of perception. Now, my initial tweet on Days Gone prior to actually playing it was, well, judging by multiple reviews and some I trust, appears Days Gone is not in the same league of greatness as other Sony first-party IP. Certainly looks promising, but buggy and tedious missions, along with poor performance even on PS4 Pro. Yeah, think I'll wait on a patch or price drop. Now, then I began to see and hear that many people were actually enjoying the game on my timeline, and that I really ought to give it a chance, so I did. I decided to give Days Gone the benefit of doubt. The reviews seemed too polarizing to ignore. Like I said earlier, reviews from 1 out of 10 to 9 out of 10, and the only way to find truth is to experience it for yourself. Though at $54.99 or $59.99, it's a bit of a gamble, right? So Days Gone feels like a compilation of other good open world games, the likes of Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Crysis, even Tomb Raider, Red Dead Redemption 2, and yes, State of Decay 2, which is its closest match to overall genre. So there's definitely a somewhat formulaic and over-familiarity with it, but this is not necessarily a bad thing, since Days Gone kind of takes the best mechanics, level design, leveling up, and well-trodden ideas from all of the aforementioned. So it's not very original then. But then again, what is these days? While certainly not up to really the standard of 2018's Game of the Year God of War or Marvel's Spider-Man and indeed Horizon Zero Dawn, among other high caliber first party offerings, but it is a rather important but. I'm glad I didn't follow the more overly critical Days Gone reviews, because Days Gone is actually freaking good, ladies and gentlemen. So my experience was with the PS4 Pro version of the game, and I didn't experience any of the reported performance issues, crashes, nor have I yet to run into any discernible bugs. I know if really patch 1.04 fixed a lot of these issues, and reviewers seemingly encountered it pre-patch, and that may be where the problem lies, because at the time of this video, the 72 Metacritic review score that so many keep referring to is based on impressions of a game in its worst state pre-day one patch. So that is obviously reflected in the Metascore, and the reviewers are in such a rush to get their review out before other media outlets. It's all competitive. They seem content with offering an opinion on a lesser version of the game. I have yet to experience any of the issues bar one. Yes, the sound dropped out on just one occasion during a 10-hour session of play, and the slightly long load times can be a pain, but you soon adjust to it. And when I say 10-hour session, it wasn't non-stop. I wasn't doing a charity marathon. I did have breaks. No way is Days Gone deserving of anything less than 7.5 or 8 out of 10 in my humble opinion, for what it's worth. I'm thoroughly enjoying its moody atmosphere, interesting character encounters, freaker boss fights, scavenging for loot, and stealth murking anything that moves shady. And let me tell you, Days Gone is no pushover. If you think you're going to jump into this game and John Rambo everything, or Arnold Schwarzenegger everything, you've got another thing coming. Days Gone is really survival. It is all about going out in the wild, exploring the open world, and trying your best not to get entangled into problems that you can easily avoid with other techniques. This game is on a Red Dead Redemption 2 level of visual quality. I kept thinking how similar the two games actually are, especially with the weighty character movement, the fog, the lighting effects, the physics, the incredible day-night cycle. It's all fabulous to look at. Aside from that one time so far dropout of audio, Days Gone really has fantastic sound. Its audio is really moody and rousing all in the same instance. You even hear your heartbeat as things get hectic. I cannot stress how much I was enjoying my time with this game. Now, some say it takes roughly 60 hours to do absolutely everything, but that won't be my experience. I'll likely sink a good 30 hours into it and jump on the endless list of games I really need to get started on. And sure, Days Gone is no The Last of Us, and that's okay, because it's not pretending to be. The only similarity is that there's an outbreak of something turning regular people into feral, mindless beasts and their feral bastard children. Yes, I said bastard children. Did I mention I experienced absolutely zero performance issues with the latest patch installed? And did I mention how gobsmackingly, painstakingly beautiful everything looks in Days Gone? So in that regard, Days Gone stands head and shoulders with the best of Sony's other top-tier PS4 exclusive titles, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Spider-Man. Now, if you must compare Days Gone to a recent released title quite similar in the genre, then you'd be well placed to start with the Xbox/PC IP State of Decay 2, though visually Days Gone stomps all over State of Decay 2 from a visual and gameplay standpoint as well, much like, well, State of Decay 2. I enjoyed around half of it, then it became so repetitive I ended up cancelling my Game Pass subscription until the next big Xbox game was added. So that may well happen with Days Gone. I have yet to find out, but so far after 12 hours I'm fully engaged. Now, full credit has to go to Sony Bend Studios' first attempt at a big budget AAA IP that is not on a portable system. Sony Bend are now playing with the big boys, and sure, Days Gone is far from perfect and there are questionable plot and narrative really choices by the dev team, but essentially it is a pretty good game. By now you should have cottoned on that I have absolutely no problem or hesitation in recommending Days Gone based on my time with it. Of course, I'm not telling you to rush out and buy it, and I'm not telling you not to buy it. That is absolutely your decision, and really it's none of my business if you do buy it. But I'm certainly going to use Days Gone as a reminder, a very, very good reminder not to take reviews as gospel, because what would the gospel be and who would it be according to anywho? After all, a review is good or bad. Really, it's just an individual's opinion, isn't it? And if I was to grade Days Gone, well, I'd put it this way. If God of War is Sony's A team, then Days Gone is certainly Sony's B team. But B is a great place to start, and hopefully if there is ever a sequel, I mean the game just released yesterday, so let's not jump too far ahead, but yet people are questioning if there may indeed be a sequel. Now if there ever is one, Sony Bench Studio have a great foundation to build on here, and though I stated at the start of this video, this is not a review but is my informed opinion. So what say you? Are you having fun with Days Gone? And before you comment, make sure you've actually played the game. I'm sure nobody's interested in your pre-owned opinions. But go ahead, sound off, share your thoughts and opinions on today's video, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of yet another video. But let's continue the discussion in the comments, and for all your current and next gen news updates, rumour and rampant speculation, go ahead, hit the like button, spread the word and keep it locked to Foxy Games UK. Remember, relevant links where applicable can be found in this video's description, and always subscribe to Foxy Games UK. Remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss content, and thumbs up if you like it here. That's really important. Help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing this video. Consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon, and or grab yourself a Foxy Games UK branded t-shirt or hoodie, available in various colours and designs. You'll find both links in the video's description. Truly appreciate the support. And that concludes our time together today. It was great hanging out. But don't forget the Gamer Couch podcast tomorrow from 5 PM EST or 10 PM if you're in the UK, moderated by our very own Cat, aka Bullet Hell Honey. Hopefully see you all there. Now I'll leave you with some gameplay footage to finish off the video so I can get back to playing. Until the next video, play games, not corporations.
crank isn't working.
Oh, it's working. Will this little shit you've torn your head off by now?
Come on, Doc, stand up.
Bitch, calm the hell down.
They're coming.
Give me a minute. What are you doing?
Back it up, Ground.